Hello and welcome to the Herbal Bloom. Cooking can feel like one more task at the end of a long day, or it can become the moment when the pace finally changes. The difference is not whether the food is perfectly alkaline, it is whether the kitchen routine reduces decisions, uses simple ingredients, and gives your attention one clear place to go. Stress is a normal physiological response. When it becomes constant, people may notice muscle tension, irritability, trouble sleeping, digestive symptoms, or difficulty switching off. Food cannot erase the responsibilities creating stress, and no herb can guarantee inner peace. But a short, predictable routine can create a boundary between work and evening. Today, we are building a 20-minute calm kitchen method using Dr. Sebi-inspired ingredients. Vegetables, grains, herbs, avocado, seeds, and a simple caffeine-free tea. The method combines food preparation with ordinary relaxation cues. Slower breathing, fewer screens, repetitive hand movements, aroma, warmth, and a clear ending point. The goal is not mindfulness perfection. You can do this with children talking in the next room, a partner coming home, or laundry waiting. The routine only needs one clean counter, a few prepared ingredients, and 20 minutes. If stress is severe, persistent, associated with panic, depression, insomnia, or major changes in functioning, cooking should not replace professional support. This is a household ritual, not therapy. Minutes 0 to 5. Reduce the number of decisions. Choose one grain already cooked or one quick cooking grain. Choose 2 vegetables. Choose 1 fat source, 1 herb combination, and 1 beverage. That is enough. Put the phone away from the cutting board. Clear 1 small work area. Wash your hands. Place the ingredients where you can see them. Before chopping anything, take 3 slow breaths if that feels comfortable. NCCIH describes relaxation techniques such as slow breathing and focused attention as ways to encourage the body's relaxation response, although they are not treatments for every stress-related condition. Begin with repetitive preparation. Slice cucumber, zucchini, mushrooms, or greens. The purpose is not to turn chopping into a spiritual exercise. It is simply one physical task that requires less mental switching than answering messages. Use cooked grain from earlier in the week or start something quick such as quinoa or fonio. A routine becomes calming when the steps are familiar. If every dinner requires an unfamiliar recipe and 12 ingredients, cooking becomes another performance. Keep the first 5 minutes deliberately boring. The nervous system has had enough novelty for one day. If family members are present, give each person one small job. Someone can wash fruit, stir grain, or set the table. The calm kitchen is not supposed to become unpaid wellness labor for one woman. Minutes 5 to 15. Cook 1 warm component and build flavor. Sauté or simmer vegetables with herbs and an appropriate amount of oil, or warm a vegetable soup and add cooked grain. Use avocado, walnuts, hemp seeds, or sesame seeds at the end for texture and unsaturated fat. A warm meal can feel comforting because of temperature, aroma, familiarity, and the social meaning of food. That does not mean the meal is lowering cortisol or treating anxiety. Keep the language accurate so the routine remains credible. Use the senses intentionally. Notice the sound of vegetables in the pan, the smell of herbs, and the change in texture as food cooks. Focused attention can interrupt the habit of mentally rehearsing the workday. But if this makes you more tense, skip it. Relaxation practices are personal. If dinner needs protein, make sure it contains a meaningful source. A strict Dr. Sebi list offers fewer concentrated plant proteins because many legumes and soy foods are excluded. A more flexible plant-forward pattern may be easier to balance. Adequate nutrition matters more than protecting a rule that leaves you hungry. Keep the meal simple enough that cleanup is small. 1 pan, 1 cutting board, 1 bowl. Complexity is not a wellness benefit. The most calming dinner is often the one that requires the least negotiation with yourself. Minutes 15 to 20. Finish the meal and change the atmosphere. Turn off the stove, put away extra ingredients, rinse the board, and plate the food. If you enjoy tea, begin a caffeine-free infusion while the meal settles. Chamomile or another clearly identified food-grade herb may fit an evening ritual, but herbal products have different evidence and safety profiles. Do not build a 5-herb stress blend just because the day was difficult. More ingredients create more opportunities for interactions and make it harder to know what caused a reaction. Medication use, pregnancy, breastfeeding, surgery, allergies, liver disease, and kidney disease deserve caution. Now sit down. Even if you have only 10 minutes before the next family task, eat from a plate rather than from the pan. Put the phone away for the first few bites. The aim is to let the cooking routine end instead of carrying kitchen activity directly into scrolling. If family members are eating with you, use one low-pressure ritual. Everyone says one thing that can wait until tomorrow, or one thing that went better than expected. This is not therapy. It is a way to signal that the evening is different from the workday. Tea can follow dinner, but it should not replace food or become a sleep treatment. A cup can be warm, fragrant, and familiar without needing to be medicinal. Try the Calm Kitchen method 3 evenings this week. Use the same basic structure each time. 1 grain, 2 vegetables, 1 protein source, 1 unsaturated fat, herbs, and optional tea. Repetition is the point. Before cooking, rate your stress as low, medium, or high. After dinner, notice whether the kitchen routine felt easier than ordering food while overwhelmed or starting a complicated recipe. Do not interpret a calmer feeling as proof that alkaline food changed your chemistry. The benefit may come from predictable steps, adequate food, fewer screens, movement, aroma, social connection, and the fact that you finally stopped working. If cooking itself is a major source of stress, simplify further. Use prepared grains, washed greens, frozen vegetables when appropriate to your broader eating pattern, and familiar combinations. The healthiest routine is one you can actually use. This episode is educational and does not replace mental health or medical care. Severe or persistent stress, anxiety, depression, or sleep problems deserve qualified support. The Dr. Sebi-inspired element is the plant-centered kitchen. The calm comes from the routine, not from a claim that vegetables remove stress from the body. 20 minutes is enough to create a boundary. Chop, warm, season, sit down, and let the day become smaller for a moment. Comment with the dinner you can prepare without thinking, and subscribe to the Herbal Bloom. The Calm Kitchen method can also be adapted for nights when you have almost no energy. Use a minimum version. Reheat 1 grain, warm 1 vegetable, add avocado or seeds, season, and sit down. 5 ingredients are enough. A routine that only works when motivation is high is not a useful stress management habit. If the family schedule is chaotic, prepare the calm before the cooking. Decide the dinner combination in the morning, or write 3 default meals on the refrigerator. Removing the question, "What are we eating?" can reduce the emotional load of the evening. Music can be part of the ritual if it helps, as can silence. The point is to choose one sensory environment instead of layering cooking, television, phone calls, and work messages at the same time. And give yourself permission to use convenience strategically. Washed greens, prepared grains, or plain frozen vegetables can reduce work. A calmer kitchen is not defined by how many ingredients were prepared from scratch. It is defined by whether the routine leaves you with enough capacity to eat, connect, and rest afterward.